Welcome back everyone to part 2 of our journey through the old town of Rhodes. In the first video, we explored some of the most iconic streets and hidden alleys of this medieval gem. So let's continue our walk and see where the path takes us. We've just passed through the Panaja Gate, and now we're walking along the seaside promenade, heading north. The sea breeze and the open view are a perfect contrast to the narrow streets of the old town. Looking south, we see the main harbor of Rhodes, today a gateway for cruise ships and travelers, just as it has welcomed visitors for centuries. Walking further north along the city walls, we soon reach the Marine Gate, one of the most impressive entrances to the old town. Stepping through it feels like crossing back in time, from the open sea views straight into the heart of medieval Rhodes. we pass by countless little restaurants tucked under the shade of huge trees. Right in the heart of the Old Town. The streets and alleys are full of cozy spots to sit down and enjoy the atmosphere. Here we pass the Sultan Mustafa Mosque, one of the many reminders of Rhodes' Ottoman past. Just around the corner, you'll also find the Old Hammam Baths, once an important part of daily life in the city. Some of the old narrow alleys, we suddenly end up in a dead end. Oh, a little reminder of how easy it is to get lost in the maze of Rhodes Old Town. we stumble upon Gelateria dei Grezzi, an artisanal gelato workshop where every flavor is made by hand using fresh milk from Rhodes, local PDO cheeses, and farm-fresh fruits. It's a cozy, welcoming hideaway. Many say it's the best gelato in the Old Town. And that's a wrap on our Rhodes Old Town tour. I hope you enjoyed getting a little lost in the alleys and discovering the hidden gems with me. If you had fun, don't forget to follow, like, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear which spot was your favorite.